All right, we're back with another episode of BNE with Freeze Rock Ski. This week's guest is a clothing label owner, event organizer, influencer, fledgling political analyst, and entrepreneur. Let's give it up for Briana Jackson.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for letting us into your world.
Oh, well, come on in.
So let's start with your origin story. Where'd you grow up?
Ooh. Okay, well, I tell everyone I'm from Virginia.
I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook.
Okay.
But I was born in Minnesota. And then as a child, I moved around a lot. And then when I was in third grade, I moved to Virginia. And then I've been there. And then I came out here.
What part of Virginia?
Newport News.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
Newport News. Yeah.
That's
You
nice
know about
out there.
Newport News?
Yeah, because I toured the country for a decade, so I got to go out there a few times.
Nice. Okay. Not too many people know about Newport News.
Yeah, I know about it. And like when I was a kid, I swear there was like some brand of something that said Newport News on it. I can't. It's. I'd have to look it up, but there was some brand of something.
Okay, show me because I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to. So you came. When did you come to Vegas?
In the middle of July 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been here 12 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, long time.
Nice. That's cool. So what brought you here?
The short story, I actually was dating someone and I was living in DC at the time. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna come out here. If I don't like it, I'll come back home. Came back home and was like, I want to go back out to Vegas. And then I moved back out to Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, what'd you want to be when you grew up?
Everything. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be Beyonce.
Hi, my name is Beyonce.
Yeah.
I always knew I liked clothes. I always knew I wanted to do something in fashion. So it was like an evolving dream. I wouldn't say I always knew what I wanted to be, but it definitely was from the next Beyonce to fashion. And it went from doing like styling to doing like photo shoots. And then I had this idea. I was like, I'm going to tell people what to wear. And then Privee label came.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll come back to Privee label because I got a bunch of questions about that. But I met you by the MGM. You were there to interview Maxwell Frost. He's a Gen Z politician.
Yeah.
As you told me, I didn't know that. But when did you start interviewing people like that? And like, who are some of your dream interviews that you want to get?
No, mind you guys, it's literally maybe like just me being an influencer or coming to this idea that I want to do influencing on the side of my business. And during like the pandemic, I really got into politics. So I wasn't always into like politics, but the pandemic really made me want to like be focused, and it went from there to I'm always watching MSNBC, and I just always knew I wanted to do something productive, but with politics, but it needed to be in my lane and in my way. So I came and I just started, I guess, really voicing my opinion, and then I decided I wanted to volunteer. And I actually met someone and I got the opportunity to interview Maxwell. So I'm really
cool.
In the baby stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had a couple of dream interviews, who would you want to do?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Like, go for the top.
Okay. Well, our next president, Kamala. I would love to do her.
Yeah, put it out there.
I love Kareem Jeffrey. Wait, yeah.
Hakeem Jeffries?
Hakeem. Why did I say Kareem?
That's okay.
Hakeem Jeffries, and I don't know. Oh, I can't. I'm on the spot. Let's see.
That's okay. If you can't think of anybody else, we could say Kamala and Hakeem. That's fine.
Yeah, I like those two.
Yeah.
We can start off with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to see in the future. I pull up IG and there you are interviewing both of them. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, well, let's come back to Privee. Is that how you say it? Privee?
Privee.
Okay. Privee. When did you create it, and what was the inspiration behind it?
So I always talked about it. I don't remember, but when my friends tell me, I always talked about owning my own clothing brand. But in January was when I was like, I'm going to do it. January of 2019, I said I was going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. And by July, I had got an office space, and I made this whole like space, like a showroom. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna sell clothes. Like, I'm gonna show people, like, that people were always asking me, who, where'd you get that, or what are you wearing? Or I was posting, and they were trying to like find the item, and I was like, I'd rather make money and show people where to buy it, and it be my brand. So it was kind of like that would spark my entrepreneurial like spirit, and ever since then I've been doing Privee.
I love that. The colors that you got are like really stylish and just like it pops. I mean, I haven't seen a lot, but I've seen on the stuff that you've posted.
Yeah.
And how do you like come up with the combinations of the colors and stuff?
So my color, it's actually Halloween colors, which is funny, but they all mean something. Like with orange was just not a color that I seen used like in a brand or just people wearing it. I feel like
except Halloween, right?
Yeah, except Halloween. But my brand is Parisian, or Parisian inspired. Sure. And I'm obsessed with the Eiffel Tower. When I was in college, I used to draw, and I had to make this like 3D level like subject, but I chose the Eiffel Tower, and from there I named my brand after Privee, which means private. But in French, the fashion, when you put Privee in a fashion sense, it means exclusive and like to that individual, and it's usually like a high end, and that's kind of where the colors of black and white came into play. And then orange is the color of creativity. And so I'm a very creative person. And that was, that's
so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were here. I don't remember. I think it might have been gone in 2012. But here in Miami, there was a club, Privee, but only at 1E.
In Bellagio? Was it Bellagio? Or no.
I think
Planet Hollywood.
It might have been a Planet. It's so long ago, I can't remember.
I never went, but I heard about it.
Yeah, I went. I went to both of them here in Miami. It was fine. It was like too bougie for me.
I like bougie.
You might like it.
I would have loved it.
And I love that you do pop-ups too. You just came back from one in Huntington.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to have you come do a pop-up, do they contact you, or how does that all work? Do you find the market, or does the market find you, or how does that work?
I definitely do my due diligence, and it's a little bit of both. Because when I first started, I couldn't really find any, and then now it's me fine tuning where. Like, I'm very specific on where I go to when I do pop ups. But I do have certain organizations that do the markets. They do ask me, but I do my due diligence when it comes to that. Now, like some of the ones that I like is the one I went to Huntington and like LA, which is a focus on Black-owned businesses, called Black on the Block. And
where's
that? That one is, where is LA
Lemur
Studio?
Oh.
I think it's downtown.
Downtown.
Don't quote me because I'm not too familiar,
cool.
But I just know how to get there.
Yeah.
But it's downtown LA.
Cool.
And so I've been going there. They recently moved it because it was at the Wisdom. It was downtown as well, but now it's an LA Center studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are out there and you have a market, Briana's got a clothing label she's ready to bring to it.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right market, though.
Yeah. It's got to be the right market.
Well, do you have any mentors? Like, who are some of your mentors, if you have any?
I don't. And that's one of like the things I wish I had.
It doesn't have to be a personal mentor, though, because like only because you mentioned her twice, maybe Beyonce was a mentor to you, like a remote mentor.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I like Beyonce's. Maybe I have people that I look and I see inspiration.
Yeah, who
I
would
don't have
those
a
people
personal.
possibly be?
Well, definitely Beyonce.
Okay,
Yeah,
Beyonce.
I love her work ethic, and I love that she is an unproblematic queen. She is above the mess, and she is focused.
And she not only did she sing, she had House of Dairy on too, so
Oh yeah,
the clothing
yeah.
label as well.
And she had the perfume line, and so what she got now,
You got a perfume line coming up?
No, but I would love to do like home decor.
Yeah.
I'm a big home decor person.
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be a Privee decor,
Ooh,
something in the
that would be
future.
nice.
But
you would be able to style it with the way you got the eye.
Yeah, I would love to. I don't know how far that would go, but I used to want to be an interior designer before it was fashion. So, but yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But other than that, I don't know. Like I don't have a mentor. I wish I did.
That's okay.
But I have inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about, have you ever mentored anybody?
No, I don't think I'm like mentor worthy yet. Like I have, in my opinion, I feel like I still have. There's so much in my mind of what my vision is.
Yeah.
Of feeling like I'm at my tip top. Like I'm at that pivot point in my career, and I feel like I have so much more to learn. I'm still learning before I can mentor anybody. But I would love to do that. So yeah.
I think anybody can mentor someone, and you've got a lot of knowledge. So whenever it comes up, you'll be fine. You'll be good at it.
I'll think about it. Not now, though. Not now. I'll definitely not now. I'm still in my chaotic mode. So yeah.
You also have an event / networking group called Busy Girl Hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Could you give us the details on what Busy Girls do, and also what's the Maryland Project?
Okay, so I'll start off with the Maryland Project.
Okay.
So I like to, in some way or shape or form, not only with politics, but just like for me, I want to serve my community. I want to make a mark somehow. But
Absolutely.
With my clothing brand, I have where my pickup location is. They do events, and there were different. It was actually a market. And it was different vendors, and Project Maryland happened to be one of the vendors that was there. And I went over, and I was like, they were like right in the dead middle of the event space. And I went over there to go and see what it's about, and they were telling me that they serve the community for women. They make period kits, and they are in the fight to end period poverty. And it's a lot of us, or a lot of women, don't really have to, thankfully have to think about what are we going to do when our next cycle is coming. But there's a lot of young girls who don't have mother figures or can't afford to get, period supplies. Project Maryland helps them. So I like to go and help volunteer and assemble kits and stuff, and help distribute the period kits. Yeah,
great.
But as far as Busy Girl Hustle, so it actually was an idea that was supposed to be just about like being a support business hub for Black women originally, and then during the pandemic, I was making these ebooks, and then when the pandemic ended, I didn't have a lot of time like I did when we were, in quarantine. So I kind of switched gears and started doing events that was curated for women. And I was already doing vision board parties every year. So I have a vision board party every year. And so it just started from there. And I'm still like just very slowly getting the Busy Girl Hustle out, because I want to make sure that when it's all the way out, it's going to be great. But I do have a lot of events like laptops and conversations, the vision board parties. I do mixers. And it's just so that, women can have somewhere that they can meet other women just like them who want to like cultivate these and network with different people that they probably wouldn't in any other space, but they found an event that caters to all women to come together and just support each other.
I love that.
Yeah.
With your vision board parties, how long ago did you start doing that?
I started I think my first one was actually 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2019.
And since you've had those parties, have you had some of the things on your vision board come to fruition?
Yeah, especially this year.
Do you want to mention any of them?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So, a couple of the things that I put on my vision board was to be a lot more into the community, and to find my tribe, and to be a content creator. There's some other things that I'm still working on, so I don't want to like jinx it. But those three for sure. Yeah. I feel like I have found my tribe. I've noticed that my friend circle has transformed and matured, and I'm finding other women that like to do content, and we go out and do content and we connect with each other. And then I'm doing a lot more like politically, and I'm still doing like community service. So it's kind of like that's blooming, and I'm getting opportunities from that also stems to like being a content creator, which was what was on my my board. And so I'm getting invited to these events to do content for companies and restaurants and stuff like that. So yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, vision boards work. I've used them myself, and I've had a number of things come true, like really cool stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, if you are out there and never done one, look into it, because it can really help just focusing just one look a day at that vision board.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And I love that, because I feel like a lot of people think that it's only women that do these vision board parties or vision boards. Men can do it too. So that's
we do. I don't know if we have the parties. Maybe I've never heard of a man vision board party, but we could have one.
I mean, or y'all can like join in with the women. Like that's okay.
We could do that.
Yeah,
that would work.
I'm gonna make sure my next vision board party, I'm gonna make sure I invite men.
I'm gonna show up.
You gonna show up?
I'll show up.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it.
And I love making vision boards because they work.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. It's a great manifestation tool.
Yeah.
And especially when you don't know where to start. Like, I feel like I've been making the same board, but this time I feel like it was so much intention behind it. And I was a lot more specific about what I wanted and how it was going to look. And I feel like maybe that's why it's really working this year. So
I made a digital one on my computer background.
You fancy.
And I made it in Canva, and then I just said background. So every time I turn the computer on, I look at it. But one of the things that was on it is this podcast. I put it about a year ago, and here we are, the 7th episode in. So, you know.
I love that.
But I also used it to like go to different countries, to work at Coachella, all sorts of things.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, I love a vision board party. I need to start.
I've never been to one. That sounds fun.
I'm really gonna
I will
invite
be there.
you. I'm gonna
I will
invite
absolutely be there. Okay, so traveling is one of your passions.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a couple places you really love visiting and some places you can't wait to visit.
Okay, so of course I'm gonna say Paris. I went to Paris by myself, and it was amazing. Which I actually came back and really went full throttle on my business because it gave me a reassurance. Yeah.
When you were in Paris, did you go to Sacré-Cœur? The basilica, like up the steps. Do you know what I'm talking about?
And it's the
it's a big white temple looking building kind of thing, and it's like the highest point in Paris.
Right in the middle. It's like right in the middle, and you got to go underground.
No.
No, that's the art.
No, that's the what do you call those? The catacombs.
Yeah, but this. Well, I think.
No, this one's the highest point in Paris, and it's called Sacré-Cœur.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, next time you go, it's the most awesome place in Paris.
I want to go. I want to go for my birthday next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. So okay. So what about places you want to go that you haven't been?
It's probably cliche, but I really want to go Italy. I want to go to Italy.
I feel like your clothing would do good there.
Oh my gosh. I had a whole collection that was kind of like based around that.
Oh,
let me see. I would love to go to Africa.
Any country in particular?
No, I would want to do like a whole like tour, like if I could. No, I would. I mean, I also would like if when I go to Africa, I would love to do like a 23andMe and just kind of
See where you're at.
Yeah, and then
That would be fun.
Yeah, like just I feel like almost
To
like
connect.
a pilgrimage. Yeah. Where else? I mean, I'm a big like Europe fan,
Okay.
but it's I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just say is Africa and Italy right now. Like I want to do those two
Yeah, well,
off top.
and Italy isn't that far from North Africa. It's like here it is, and
Right?
here
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
So you could fly into Italy and then fly straight down.
I would love to. I want to go. What is that place called? Marrakech.
Marrakesh,
Yeah,
Morocco?
Marrakesh. Yeah, I want to go there.
Yeah, that's North Africa.
Yeah, and then probably like Turkey and Switzerland.
Ooh, Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah.
That place looks beautiful.
Yeah. And I want to go to the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah.
I think they have like a tulip field. I'm like,
They do.
Yeah.
It's massive. I haven't been to that, but I've been to Amsterdam though.
And I want to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah, it's in the Netherlands.
Okay. Yeah. I want to go there.
Amsterdam is the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I should have like did the little they have like is it the train or the plane?
Yeah, you take a train. Well, you could do a plane.
Yeah.
But the train is just it's more fun. And it's like a legit like us being the richest country in the world, we should have trains just like that.
Yeah.
But we don't, so like it's like a legit European experience.
Well, they're trying to do that in Vegas. It's only gonna go from like
it's going
LA
only to Rancho though. Then you have to take a car, an Uber, or another train to LA. It only goes to Rancho. It's not going into LA.
Well, baby step. Well, they got they have a train that goes from some part in California and it goes all the way up, so you can see like the
Surfliner, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wanted to try that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on maybe 6 hours of that. I haven't been on the whole thing.
Have you?
Yeah, but not the whole thing. It's fun.
I want to go.
It's fun.
Don't they have like I want to go to Seattle.
Oh yeah, it goes all the way up.
Yeah. I want to go there too. Not that that's out of the country, but
when I was in Europe, I took a train a few times. I took a train all over Germany. I took a train from where did we go? From Amsterdam to Paris, and then from Paris to Prague. And the Prague one was an overnight train. It was like 12 hours.
Okay, well, I would be asleep for most of that. Yeah, for sure. I want to travel. I haven't been able to really travel this year, but I would. Next year is definitely.
Yeah, some years you travel, years some not as much. You know.
Yeah, this was grind mode this year.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
You got to do that to get where you're going. So, are there any books you're currently reading?
It's a couple, and I haven't been able to finish. But I do a lot of Audible because I like to listen to it while I'm doing stuff.
Moving around.
But I'm doing one where I actually found the book when I was in the airport, and it's about a marketing plan, which it's probably boring, but I don't really have time to like read just like other, maybe like nonfiction or whatever. So I do a lot of business books, but this one in particular, he makes a business plan to where it is kind of like he uses the metaphor of an airplane, and he takes you on these steps to kind of like structure your business and how to expand it. So right now I'm actually listening to that one. And
what's
I have
that called? Do you remember?
It's called How to. Why don't I remember what it's called? It's how to. It's something with small business. I don't know what it is. Okay. In my mind, it's a blue book. I just remember it's a plane, but it's how to expand your small business marketing plan. Okay. Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. But I just finished How to Influence People because I wanted to. Someone actually told me to read it, but I did the Audible, and it was like I feel like
The one influence people and win friends. That one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard so much about that over the years.
I was probably unpopular opinion. I was like, it was kind of boring.
It was boring.
It was supposed to be updated to like now, but it was like, I mean, there was some jewels. I mean, especially it's giving you a lot of like tips on like customer service and stuff like that. But I don't know. Yeah, it was boring. So I moved to this one and I listened to a Britney Spears like autobiography or her memoir that she just did. So
does she read it?
She did a couple pages.
Okay.
And then it's her Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams, the actress from like Dawson's Creek?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually it sounds like her. Like after a while it starts to sound like her. Like I don't know if she just found her groove, but it really it sounds like her. And that was a read that I did with me and my best friend because we like to talk about that. But yeah, those are some of the things.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So do you have any books that you recommend for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
I'm going to say Atomic Habits. I have not read it, but I just got it. If I could think of the book that I'm supposed to be reading, I've just been listening to it about the marketing plan. I would say that. So I'll give you that title so that if you want to share it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because so far it's good. I did a one-page marketing plan from it. So if you're a small business, that would be like really good to start off with because you'll understand or you can create your own marketing plan where so many, like I wish I would have done that when I was first starting my business and I just took off running.
So where do you see yourself in 2030 with everything, like your clothing and just all your dreams and things that you got going on?
Oh my gosh, that's like
it's 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna be?
I would definitely like to have a brick and mortar by then. I don't know if I still would want to be in Vegas. I mean, maybe. But
where would you want to go if you were going to go somewhere else? Do you have any idea?
Know. Well,
in the States.
I always wanted to live in New York, I was going to live in New York, or that's where I was planning on trying to go to right after college. And yeah, I got lost and came this way. But literally just my business. Hopefully, I and it can expand it to globally, not just here domestically. And I would love to really get my other business, Busy Girl Hustle, to be, I want to do like memberships and I want to do like conferences and like where panels and women can come together and have like a women empowerment weekend or something like that. But I would love to expand that too and really have that like be like a platform, even if it's something really big or in Vegas or, but I would love to, get Busy Girl Hustle on the map as well as Privee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see you manifesting the brick and mortar. Like we're on my channel, we're really big about manifestation, and literally every guest I've had has mentioned it on their own without me saying anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's gonna happen. Yeah.
I would love to do a brick and mortar. I would love to have. I mean, if we go out 10 years, I would love to have a brick and mortar in like every tourist attraction, like a Miami Privee, a Manhattan Privee.
Oh my God. New York
Yeah. My clothes look so good in New York and like the fall, but in the summertime, Miami for sure. Yeah.
Are there any questions or things that we haven't talked about that you want to mention?
Follow your calling. I'll give tips. How about that?
Yeah,
I'll do
please.
like tips from what I've learned. Like it doesn't matter when it comes to like politics. A lot of people say like it's taboo and they don't like to talk about it and stuff like that. But people are never going to really want to talk about it if they never talk about it. You have to get past your, being uncomfortable. And that's something that I'm learning, posting. We care so much of what other people think that sometimes, it hinders you. And if you're really like trying to put in the good work and trying to be like, make a mark, then, you have to get into those uncomfortable spaces. When it comes to your business, I say like people that are doing like their 9 to 5s, like don't just do your 9 to 5 and then go home and just go to sleep, or, don't not work on your business. Like don't give somebody else 8 hours of your life and then you don't put 8 hours into yourself and into what you want. And I don't know, I was trying to do it in all areas of like what I'm doing.
That one you talked about just barely, that one's a tough one. It's like you go and work on someone else's dream for 8 hours and then come home. You want to chill, you don't want to, but if you really want to make it work, you got to put in a few hours on your own. Because you got to work on your own dream. Or else you're gonna keep living this dream that someone else had.
I mean, unless that, unless that's what you want. Yeah. Unless you want to move up that corporate ladder and stuff, which is nothing wrong. Yeah. Then then you do that. But if you have an entrepreneur spirit, or you see something, it's ever since I've started my business, and do it for myself, I cannot imagine going back to it, because I'm so now I'm so used to hustling for myself, making it happen for myself, that I kind of I'd be dang if I make it happen for somebody else and I didn't make it happen for me. So I'll say that. And to find your tribe. That's a good one. Yeah. That's
not easy to do, but once you start finding it, it just kind of compounds and you start meeting all these people.
Yeah. And to add on to that, not only to find your tribe, but let the other tribe that does not align with where you're going, goodbye. Yeah. That's another thing. Because some people will be like, oh, I'm going to add on. It's like, no, sometimes you got to subtract from you got to start a whole new tribe. You got to leave that one behind and go to this one, and it'll really align. I feel like I've let a lot of things that didn't align with me, and I wasn't finding a tribe, and I felt really lonely here, which is another reason why I started Busy Girl Hustle. And when I finally let people go that didn't align with what I saw with myself, and I started attracting other, and it's slowly but surely, but I'm attracting other women that are just like me, that are aligned, and where the conversation is different. Yeah, so.
Not everybody's going to come along with you on your journey.
That's true.
You got to, unfortunately, some people got to be left behind.
Or not even left behind. You got to put them in a category.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not everybody, but I mean, there's some, definitely leave it behind. But maybe that party friend is not going to go with you to to those networking events.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because you could try to invite them and they're never going to show up.
That part. Or I have friends that are just not into politics. And so when I'm rambling on, they'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I probably wouldn't bring her to this, but she's a good friend.
But she's a good, and you, especially with people you grow up with, maybe they don't fit into where you're going, but they're always going to be your friend. And you're always going to have space for them.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, if you were on a desert island, what 5 albums would you want to bring? I'm guessing Beyonce's at least one of them, somewhere in there. But five albums that you'd want to bring with you to a desert island to entertain yourself.
Ooh. Okay, I will say one, and it is Beyonce.
Okay,
it's Renaissance, because I don't know, it's a feel good.
Okay, there's one.
People are gonna hate me because
that's
I'm
okay.
Just I don't.
No one's gonna hate you.
I wish I could do a playlist.
Well, yeah. How about 5 songs then?
Wait, now I'm getting the albums. Okay, wait.
Oh,
the second album would be. I love Sabrina Claudio.
I don't want to lie and say I know who that is. Who is that?
I'm gonna sing you some music.
Okay.
She's very
Where's she from?
sultry.
She's from
I don't really know.
Because her name doesn't sound American?
She's not from. I think she's
Is
from
she
here.
from here?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't really like. I don't get into her like. I just get into her music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get. I don't
Okay.
care
I
about
don't know
like
anything
personal
about
life. Beyonce, I know everything about, but that's because that's childhood.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Janet Jackson,
Yes.
Velvet Rope.
I love Janet.
I love Janet. She's having her residency here.
I saw that.
I gotta go.
Yeah, she was here before. I didn't go because everybody I kept asking kept flaking on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Go by yourself. I love going places by myself. I'll do it.
I've done a lot. I mean, I'll go to certain concerts by myself, but Janet, I want to go.
You want to go somewhere? I feel you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love going by myself. Okay, wait.
There's 3. You got 3.
That was 3.
Beyonce, Sabrina, and Janet.
I'm gonna do a Britney Spears.
Okay.
Crazy, because she be dancing in the house, and but I'm trying to think which one. I don't know.
You want to say Britney's greatest hits?
Okay, we'll give her Britney. Yeah,
Since
we'll
she
give her.
can't think of
Yeah.
specific album.
And
Okay, there's 4. One more.
I just need a playlist.
Someone you just really love.
See, I'm like I really love like if I'm going like old school.
Yeah, old school.
Minnie Riperton.
Oh yeah, Minnie is. She hit that note before Mariah ever did.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Mariah's charm bracelet. I was putting Mariah's charm bracelet.
Okay.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mariah's here often. Yeah.
Ooh, but I haven't seen her. I've seen Usher 3 times.
Okay.
But
I've seen Janet. I saw Janet in 2001. 112 opened for her.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fun.
That would have been fun.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen Mariah by herself. I've seen her do a few songs, but never seen her on her own.
I've never seen her by herself.
Me neither.
But I don't know why. I just like her album. I don't know if I'm not a fanatic.
I'd go see Mariah for sure.
I mean, yeah. I would go see her if I want a ticket. I don't know. I just like her. I just like listening to her. But I don't know if I'll do it. Actually go to a concert. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Janet, I'm going. Oh, and Maxwell. Can we add that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I love Maxwell. The is it called Ascension?
I think it is. That's the only album name I know of his. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I love that album. My mom.
Or something sweet. Actually, he had Maxwell and something sweet. Ascension Sweet?
That one.
Or something sweet.
I think that's what.
I can't remember.
Did he remaster it or something? It was something.
I'm not a big enough Maxwell fan to know, but I remember I worked
because it had Matrimony up there. Till the cops come knocking. Those are all my favorite. Yeah, I love those. Okay, yeah.
That's good.
I think those are good.
Well, we really appreciate you coming over and spending some time with us. How can people get a hold of you?
Oh, you guys can follow me. Well, you can follow me a lot of places. But my personal Instagram is _BRIIIANA. That's Briana.
3 eyes.
3 eyes.
Okay.
3 eyes, y'all. Or my business at Privee, which is PRIVEE label, and you can't miss it because it's an orange little circle with black.
And we'll put all these down below.
And then women that are in Las Vegas, if you ever want to come to one of my events, it is at the Busy Girl Hustle, and it's spelled just like it sounds. Yeah. I also have for the decor, Element Staging, and that's where I do my little DIYs, and like I said, I love interior design. So yeah, you can follow me on any of one of those, or on TikTok, which are the same ones.
Same one. Okay. Awesome. Well, Briana, thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming and jumping in our world and having some fun, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Peace.